Sharky King Watawama.
I think the droid is trying to communicate with us by cycling through a variety of languages. Each time it spoke, it was using a very different alien dialect. The droid can probably understand us. The only problem is it may not have been programmed with the phonemes of a language we can understand. I recognize this language as well. It's an archaic variant of the Selkath dialect spoken on Manaan. But why would a droid on Dantooine be programmed to speak ancient Selkath? It must be referring to Revan. The Dark Lord and Malak likely encountered this droid when they explored these ruins. The droid is obviously not Maybe. That might explain how... Maybe the droid has more information. These builders must have been an extinct people. In the years before the Republic, the Hutts were... 10 revolutions would take more than... The droid must be talking about poor Nemo. Revan and Malak, we have to find out. There. The Force fights with you.
Ready. I heard out there. You asked for this.
There.
You asked for this.
Yes?
Ready? Sure.
Yes?
Yes? Ready? I heard out there.
There.
How'd you like that?
What can I...
Ready? Sure.
Yes?
Ready? Yes?
You cannot win. There. Take
How'd you like that? Down you go! How'd you like that?
I'm here.
Ready? How'd you like that?
Let's make this quick.
Down you go! How'd you like that?
This must be what Revan and Malak found when they entered this temple. This must be where their journey down the dark side began. This is a map. Some sort of intergalactic navigational chart. Revan and Malak must have used this to lead them to the Starforge. We could use this map to follow their path and find the Starforge ourselves, but we must be wary. They may have laid traps or concealed what they found. I don't know, but Revan and Malak were very interested in finding it. It must be a tool of some type, or maybe a weapon. Perhaps the Council can tell us more, but I think this map might be the key to finding the Starforge, whatever it is. See this world here? This looks like Korriban, a Sith world. And if that's Korriban, then this is Kashyyyk, and Tatooine, and here's Manaan. But there are pieces missing. Incomplete hyperspace coordinates, corrupted data, and there doesn't seem to be anything indicating where the Starforge itself might be. I was thinking that too. This map can't take us to the Starforge, but I know that Revan and Malak they may have found something on each of the other worlds that completed this map. Maybe if we...
That sounds like quite a supposition. What if you're wrong?
What if I'm right? We can't ignore this. Finding the Starforge might very well be the key to defeating the Sith. We must inform the Council of what we've discovered. They must decide our next course of action, though I suspect our task has only just begun.
Let's go! How'd you like that?
How can I help? No, not bothering me. Not exactly. I've been thinking about what the Jedi Council said about the two of us. There is a bond between us. I do not dispute that. I can feel it, as I'm sure you can. The nature of that bond. Please. I'm a Jedi. Such feelings, such attractions are, well, they're beneath me, quite frankly. I admit I find you intriguing. I mean, I find your command of the Force intriguing, but my interest in you is purely academic. Surely you can understand why. Our fates are strongly connected. So connected that a literal bond has been forged between us. I saw your service records when you were transferred aboard the Ender Spire, but nothing beyond that. I know very little about you. I'd like to ask you some questions, given our relationship. I was referring to the bond we share, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. If I was actually interested in you, rest assured I could come up with a much better approach than this. Touched a nerve? No. Getting on my nerves? Most definitely. I suppose this is what you men consider being witty. Now, are you going to answer my question? Don't worry, these are simple questions. Nothing too intrusive. First, what kind of background do you have? Good. On which planet were you born? Excellent. Your current age is? I see you intend to be childish about this. I guess I won't get anywhere continuing our discussion right now, will I? I suppose I'll just have to speak to you again later. Hopefully you'll behave a little less like a little boy and a little more like a man.
Yes, what's on your mind? Have I been quiet? Suppose I have. I guess I just don't like being left out of the loop. Left out of the loop, you know, not being told anything, strung along. It's really starting to irritate me. For one thing, I want to know what the Jedi Council said to you. They pulled you in there and refused to tell me a thing about it.
That is none of your concern, Carth, and you would do well to leave the matter be.
I respect you, Bastila, but you've been as closed-mouthed as the rest of the Council. If you won't talk to me, then maybe somebody else will. And why is that? You were a great help on Terrace, but why would they keep you with us? Don't they have to train you? A bond? What kind of bond? You mean to say that they told you that you were tied to Bastila in some way? I have trouble believing that. You're a neophyte Padawan who's been saddled with the responsibility of tracking down these star maps. Why? That's not normal. I am not trying to provoke you or to imply that you're somehow responsible for the Jedi Council, but give me a hand here. There has to be a reason. No, I didn't mean that you weren't wanted or that I want to go. It's just, damn it. Well, I'll tell you this much. I'm not going to wait around until I'm betrayed again. You know, we'll just see about that, won't we? Look, I didn't mean it that way. I want to get to Saul, not... No, forget it. It just seems that all I can do is insult you, isn't it? Just forget I said anything. Let's just get on with what we were doing.
Ah, you have returned, young Padawan. Have you discovered what it was that Revan and Malak sought in those ruins? This news of a Starforge is disturbing. Action is required, but we must not do so in haste. We must discuss recent events in light of this new information.
We should consult the Jedi archives to see if there's any mention of the Starforge and what it might do. We must learn why Revan and Malak sought it out.
Return to your ship with Bastila, and we will summon you when we are done. Padawan, you have done well in discovering the star map hidden within the ancient ruins. But there is more you must do in the battle against Malak and the Sith. We Jedi know victory over the Sith will not come through martial might. The Council has a mission for you, Padawan.
I've consulted our vast archives in an effort to discover the nature of this Star Forge, but all my efforts have been in vain.
Still, the Council are in agreement. The Star Forge must be found. Revan and Malak sought it out when they began their tragic fall. The Star Forge is surely a powerful tool of the dark side.
The star map in the ruins showed you 4 planets, but it was incomplete. It did not show the location of the Star Forge itself. We believe there may be similar star maps on other planets. Each star map is likely a small piece of a larger puzzle. Find the star maps on Kashyyyk, Tatooine, Manaan, and Korriban, and we believe they will lead you to the Star Forge. The Jedi numbers have been ravaged by this war, by defections to Malak's cause, and by Sith assassins. But we realize the importance of this mission. Yet if we send a company of Jedi Knights with you, we would surely draw the full attention of Malak and the Sith, dooming your efforts to failure. Secrecy is our best defense against the Sith, but it would be foolish to send you on this quest without someone to aid you, young Padawan. Bastila will accompany you, for there is a powerful connection between you two. A connection that might be the key to unraveling the mysteries uncovered by Revan. And Juhani has also asked to accompany you. After long deliberation, we have granted her request.
Juhani nearly fell to the dark side. Perhaps her presence will serve as a reminder to you of the dangers of that path.
Of course, those who aided you on Taris will also come. They possess skills you may find useful in your quest. Remember that secrecy and discretion are paramount to your success. You will not be able to hide the fact that you are a Jedi, nor should you. But the true nature of your mission must not reach Malak's ears. You may return here at any time. Dantooine will be a sanctuary for you, a safe haven. Here you can find supplies and whatever advice or other aid we may give you.
You can leave whenever you wish. The sooner the better. The longer you wait, the stronger Malak becomes. But first, a warning, young Padawan. The lure of the dark side is difficult to resist. I fear this quest to find the Star Forge could lead you down an all too familiar path.
The fate of the galaxy is in your hands, young Padawan. We pray you are up to the challenge. May the Force be with you.
Takum just Mickey grabble. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi. Wana kun bez ching palamule. Tong haitwam jiji jumblumpa. Nita poe tikito. Dolpa da bon. Kachi kun ida. Runda di Takum just Mickey grabble. Ronda di hotonga kun hankabi. Kachi kun ida. Mucho shakpak. Ronda di hotonga kun. Takum just tak miki grabel mogo. Tong haitwam. Kachi kun. We ida na. Ronda di. Kachi kun. Kachi. We ronda di hotonga. Jeda badawana ni di bobo.
Yeah, what do you want? You want another war story, huh? Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now. If a world isn't strong enough to... We were going through the main belt in the... But that was... The asteroid I had targeted was... But something must... After I'd hit it, what lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores... Maybe, but maybe not. It started rotating before we could counterattack. We couldn't catch it, but we could. We followed its trail as far. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. Is there something else? Your choice.
I feel I must apologize for the way I acted towards you before, in the Grove. It was wrong of me. I am sorry for attacking you. I am sorry for thinking you would only try to... I hope that by helping you in your task... Thank you. It is most reassuring to know that you can forgive me, even though I can only hope that, in our time journeying together, I will succeed. How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? What is it you would... How I came to be a Jedi? Well, it goes back a number of years. Back on my homeworld, we did not see Jedi very often, especially where I lived. The hind end of space, a pit of a world, to be sure, where Jedi rarely tread, but we had heard of them. Well, everyone had, so that is not to be unexpected. Champions of truth, defenders of justice, heroes of the Republic. It was very easy for a child to be enthralled by their image, their mystique. Maybe I was one of those children. Yes, I did. When I saw a Jedi for the first time, they lived up to everything my imagination had created them to be. I was awed, and maybe a little enamored. They were quite... From that moment, as soon as I was... Although, perhaps I was not entirely ready for it, or not completely suited to the task. But thanks to you, come, there is... How may I be of assistance? What is it you would... I have been thinking about myself, about Quatra. I keep thinking that it was my anger. More time would do me good. Time to distance. I think that is... I thank you for your...
Yes, what's on your mind? You got it.
How can I help? I do. How did... You are easily the vainest, most arrogant man I have ever met. Besides, I know you can't be serious, since I was purposefully not staring in your direction. I am a Jedi, remember? I have far too much mental discipline to reveal what goes on inside my mind with such obvious physical clues. My thoughts remain hidden, including whatever my feelings are for you. I mean, whatever I feel... whatever I think about you. That is you. Why must you be so impossibly infuriating? You know very well what I am really talking about. I am referring to the bond between us, the one the Jedi Council spoke of. Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels. And what I feel... A Padawan must receive considerable training. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have I don't think there's much you can do. If things were different, I would recommend several years of training under one of the Jedi Masters, but I fear that won't be possible. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this. We must all resist the influence. I'm sorry if I come across as harsh, but I am concerned. For you, for our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well. I believe you truly mean what you say. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or... I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times.
Lord Malak, the Star Forge is operating at 200% capacity, far beyond our expectations.
I am more interested in the young Jedi Bastila and her battle meditation. Have you learned how she escaped the destruction of Taris?
She was aided by Karth Onasi, a decorated war hero of the Republic and a legendary soldier. During the Mandalore Wars, he was honored many times for his bravery.
You know this man?
Yes, Lord Malak. He served under me when I still followed the Republic. You could say I was his mentor.
Interesting. How did you acquire this information, Admiral?
An eyewitness, Lord Malak. Calo Nord, a bounty hunter, was there when Bastila and Karth escaped the planet. Apparently, they left him for dead.
A Jedi and a war hero. It's a wonder you survived the encounter.
I am hard to kill, Lord Malak.
Calo has agreed to help us capture the young Bastila for a very hefty fee, of course. But I assure you he is well worth the price. His reputation as a bounty hunter is well earned.
Her companions are nothing to me, Calo. But I desire the young Jedi taken alive, if at all possible.
Lord Malak, forgive me. There is something else. May we have a private audience away from the ears of the common soldiers?
I trust you are not wasting my time, Admiral Karath.
I promise you will be very interested in what Calo has to tell you about Bastila's other companions, Lord Malak.
Force has given us a... Kashyyyk is a lush but simple and undeveloped world. I would not have expected to find the alien technology of a star map here. The Wookiees of Kashyyyk make their home high among the Rosho branches. Only their bravest warriors dare to descend into the forbidding depths of the forest. If the star map is located far beneath us on the planet's surface, as our vision seems to suggest, it's unlikely the Wookiees even know of its existence. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Yeah, what do you... I don't have as many... In one battle, for 5 days they had managed to hold off our forces. My task was to assault one of their flanks with a false attack. Once they had surrounded those units, the bulk of my force... Things didn't go as I had. While fending off our main... I turned my forces... Their slow, ponderous ship. It was amusing to watch. They were shredded by the ring. Warriors do not flee. Another time, maybe I'll tell you. Is there something else? Your choice.
Kipuna, bona na kichu. Selima wanga kunbikin. Mucho shakapaga. Mucho shakapaga. Mucho shakapaga. Mucho shakapaga. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tong abuk shami nonok. Tong abuk shami nonok. Tong ki ba non tontek. Selima wanga. Tong abuk shami nonok. Mucho shakapaga. Tong abuk shami. Tong ki ba non tontek. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Mucho shakapaga. Mucho shakapaga. Tong abuk shami nonok. Mucho shakapaga. Selima wanga. Kipuna, bona na. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tong ki ba non ton. Tong ki ba Tong abuk shami nonok. Mucho shakapaka. Selima wanga. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tong ki ba mucho shakapaka. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tong ki ba Kipuna, bona na kichu. Mucho shakapaka. Selima wanga kun bikin. Kipuna, bona na kichu. Tong ki ba non tontek. Tong abuk. Tong abuk sham. Tong ki ba non tontek.
How may I be of assistance? What is it you would... Of course.
Tuftadan Gelfa, Horisidan Gelfa, Tufla Fandibu Gelfa, Horisidan Gelfa, Tuoda, Tufla Fandibu Gelfa, Tuftadan Gelfa, Horisidan Gelfa, Tuftadan Gelfa, Horisidan Tufla Fandibu Gelfa, Horisidan Gelfa Vadinuga. Bundastar Shelfa, Uftar Gel Chief, Bundastar Shelfa, Uftar Gel.
Yeah?
Sure.
Yeah?
What?
So, new spaces have come to Wild Kashyyyk. Please, look well upon the wares of Eli.
Just be sure to pay cash.
First off, hearts are all poor fellow. He's been waiting for his... Of course.
Luftern. Men now for the two Bundesverschärfer. Kolodus Ivan Rebut, Fabuelta. Luftern Gelfa, Hoisidan Gelfa. Guten Truthblock. Bundesverschärfer. Luftern Brief. Hier. Men now for the Lufter. Luftern Gelfa. Luftern Gelfa. Kolo. Luftern. Ora. Guten Truthblock von dem Bundesverschärfer. Men now der Bundesverschärfer.
Hey, Big Z, don't take this the wrong way, but lately, I've noticed you're starting to look a little bit scruffy. No, I'm not suggesting a bath. I know how well that went over last time. But your hair's getting all tangled, and if you look close, you can see a few gray strands starting to poke through. Don't worry, Big Z. It's nothing I can't fix. A little trim, a splash of coloring, and you'll be as good as new. Best looking Wookiee on the planet. Maybe a nice suit. I know, Wookiees aren't into the whole clothing thing, but you could start a whole new trend. You'd be on the cutting edge. Okay, sheesh. Try to offer some constructive criticism, and this is the thanks I get? Let's move on. You can just stay naked and scruffy for all I care.
Hold here, Spacer. Circa Corporation doesn't recommend traveling in Wild Adean. Wookiee hunters usually... I won't stop you.
This isn't good. You think I can? Do you know what they get for a healthy one of those?
We'll work it out. What do you want, Spacer? This Wookiee slave got...
Careful now. That
Just shut! Of course they don't.
who tried to get me to admit this Wookiee got... Is that a joke? I think... Are you questioning my orders? You don't want to do that.
If you say so, Captain.
Yes, I say so. Move out. This place just isn't worth the trouble.
What?
What?
Huh? Gotcha. Darn it. Gotcha. Darn it.
What?
What?
Sure.
Here. Here. Here.
Sure. What?
Lord Malak.
You can't do that! He can't do that, can he? He can't hold Zalbar prisoner just because he's chieftain, can Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you out of here. You can count on us. Huh?
Your wish?
Sure.
What is it?
Sure.
I have to give you credit. You've led me on quite a chase, but nobody gets away from Calo Nord in the end. You got lucky on Terrace. The Sith attack saved you from a quick and gruesome death. But I promise you, the Sith won't be getting in my way this time. Sorry, I'm not in this for the credits. You're the only ones who've ever gotten away from me. I've got a rep to protect. Let's go, boys. It's showtime.
I will be your doom! For the Republic! For the Order!
thicket of battle. Watch yourself. Even... I'm Jolee. Jolee Bindo. Why am I here? Well, it isn't because I like the stink of dead Kinrath. Let's move this talk to my camp where the air is better. Keep close. It's nearby under a log. Yeah, I live like some burrowing rodent. I fought the Sith. Now look at me. Well, welcome to my home, such as it is. Don't coddle me, child. I'm neither a Jedi nor your master. I'm just an old man that's been lost in the woods for far too long. My days of glory are behind me, but perhaps there is something I can do for you. You must have questions. Now, why would you be asking about the problems of a few... Kashyyyk is an... The Wookiees have their lead... What I'm saying, you must do it... Oh, save it. Since they began, a group of them set up camp. They are not that far... The captain of the... You presumably have a... Perhaps you're... Good. Return to...
What is it?
Yes?
What is it?
Yeah?
Yes?
Who are you, another civil merchant like that Koros slime up on the docking ring? This is my territory. I don't make deals, and I don't persuade easily, so go back topside. So you're playing tourist, that said. Good. I'm not...
You want anything, you'll have to talk to the Why am I here? I'm just a guard. I'm not here because I know... They generate a I don't know how it works. What of it? I don't like being here, that's for... Enough of those emitters. You want anything, you'll have... Why am I here? I'm just a guard. What do you want to know about that? I don't like being here. Enough of those emitters go down.
What? Run! Run!
Your wish?
What? Gotcha. Simple. Gotcha. Simple.
Yes?
Welcome back. I wonder. Yes, I could feel it as you walked near, and I don't sense the smell of death on you. You spared them. Interesting. Wasn't there? I suppose not, but the environment would say otherwise if it could talk. No matter. Yes, of course. Let's get moving. There's also a serpent on the other side.
Yes?
What? Yes?
There, you see? It's only been here a short while. If there are others, it would have been effective. I can manipulate it for a moment. Let me see. How did the Zerg engineers do it? There we go. Now, keep moving. These are the most dangerous depths of Kashyyyk. A few surprises wait for us, I'll wager.
Yes?
Yes?
You cannot win.
See what you got.
I'm here.
Got something on you. Oh, I get it.
Yes?
Yes?
There. Take
I'm here.
Yes?
Life forms detected. Determining parameters.
Yes, there's the thing. Obstinate machine. I've no doubt it.
Primary neural recognition complete. Preliminary match found.
Match found? What the? It always muttered something about rejected patterns for me.
Begin socialized interface. Awaiting instruction. Greetings. This terminal has not been accessed for quite some time. Error. Subject displays unfamiliarity to... I am sorry. I did not mean to confuse you. I have been programmed with a very limited... I can't say. I can't say. Accessing. Yes, I have found a star map in original... Your request requires additional security and... There are measures available. With that, Information. Evaluation commences. You travel with a Wookiee. If you both remain silent, he is offered the same deal. Are you sure? Your loyalty is dangerous. Zalbar's family is... You cannot refuse. Evaluation, I must demand honest acceptance of the previous incorrect response will be discounted. Hypothetical. You, a single spot in their... What do you do with this... And in so doing, alert, they would You do not match the pattern in... Access denied. This system will purge...
What?
You cannot win.
What can I do?
Neural scan complete. Well, programming now instructs. That information is not available. This unit has now completed its primary duty and has activation of star map commencing. Parameters.
Well, well, a star map. An ancient artifact. I wonder if the star map has had an effect on the evolution. An interesting theory, but I suppose we don't have time to test it. Got something on your mind? Oh, I get it.
How can I help? Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fit. You must prepare yourself for when we... It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi. Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded. True, I suppose, and yet the outcome of that battle was unexpected. To all of us, Revan's end was unforeseen. As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
You have interrupted our hunt, interloper. Our training here.
What can I do?
What can I do? The Force fights with me!
What can I do?
Sure.
You fall.
capture.
Yes?
Yes?
You cannot win.
Not this time. He's almost feral after all this time. Calm yourself, Freya. We are friends. Don't you remember me? Well, this may prove difficult.
What can I do?
You cannot win. Yes?
Sure.
I know.
Got it.
Yes?
Yours? Why would we find your casing beside... No.
Yes?
Got something on your mind? Oh, I get it.
What? Yes?
Uh-huh. Your wish?
Yes?
Yes, what's on your mind? I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league. Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference. I suppose even if I can't figure out everything that's going on, I still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I? No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner? Yes, what's on your... You got it.
How may I be of What is it you would like? Well, I suppose I have not talked very much about the Jedi I met back home. They, all of them, were so very invigorating. They were so very alive, so full of hope and energy and zeal. In retrospect, I can see it was a little bit tragic. Well, yes. These Jedi were going to fight the Mandalorians just after they had invaded. Many of those Jedi perished in the fighting, but to us, they seemed invincible. Especially their leader, who they talked about all the time. Paragons of light and justice, sweeping away all iniquity before them. It was like looking at gods. I know that. I was using poetic license. But those Jedi, they were enthralling. Everyone wanted just to touch them. Some people thought it would bring them luck. Not that the peace they brought lasted very long. The Jedi left. The people grew complacent. Those who had been wronged saw their chance at revenge. And so the cycle continues. The oppressed become the new generation of oppressors. The human oppressed, that is. The non-humans were never treated well in any case. We felt the brunt of both administrations. Of course it was. They took their frustrations and hate out on us because the people they wanted had already fled or were too well protected. But no one looks out for the injustices we suffered. Oh no, but I am sorry. I should not have outbursts like that. No, it is not. Anger can lead to the dark side, and I must be ever careful that I do not fall back into those ways. I thank you for your support. My outburst was uncalled for, but you did not lash back at me. You are a much better Jedi than I, it would seem. But let us not speak more of this now. We should continue on our journey. Perhaps later we will talk again.